Welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Makeup. Today we're going to be doing a quick unboxing and then I'm going to go ahead and just put the products on my face because I'm so excited. I was getting ready to sit down, film a totally separate video when I got the phone call that my DHL package was here, or that DHL was here and my package from Selfridges had arrived. So here she is. I'm going to show you what I got, and then I'm so excited to play with these products that I am just going to go ahead and apply them with you, and we'll do a quick first impression video of what I picked up. So this is my very first time ordering from Selfridges. I have had the same items in my cart for a very long time. For a very, very, very long time. And I just have not bit the bullet and purchased the global shipping. So I went ahead and did that. It is $55 for the year and it gets you free shipping from Selfridges. And why that's important is a lot of products are cheaper at Selfridges than they are in the US. So you pay the $55, you are guaranteed, in my opinion, to get that money back just in what you saved. Had you bought those items in the US, you'll get your money back. So they had a sale on beauty, certain beauty. And so I picked up a few items during that sale. If the sale is still going on, I will link it down below. And I know that they have other sales throughout the year on beauty. This is just on select brands and select items. And I know that later on in the year, they'll have a bigger sale across the board. So, I mean, it's worth it. It's worth it. So the first thing that I picked up is a backup of the Sicily Double Tint Primer. I have the primer right here, and it's what we're going to use today. So I will go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it now so that it can kind of sit down while we talk about everything else. So here's the primer. You guys have seen me use it before on my channel. It is, if it's not my favorite primer, it's definitely one of my favorites. I use it all the time. I really, really like it, and I've been reaching for it a lot more. So this retails for $200 here in the US. You get 1 fluid ounces, 30 milliliters. I've had this probably like 8 months, maybe. And at first I was using it really sparingly, but lately I've been using it more and more and more and more. So it was on sale for $136. That is just over a 30% savings. It's probably, I mean, I don't know exact amount, but it's more than 30%. And I couldn't pass up that deal. That is a huge, huge savings for a high-end luxury brand. I'm not going to get that good of a price anywhere else. So I went ahead and picked up a backup because I love it that much. Love it. All right, and then everything else came wrapped like this. And then this just came on its own. So this is the Suqqu Cream Foundation. You guys, I tell you, this has been in my cart since the last sale, which was, I think, like November-ish is when they had their winter sale. And I was like, do I want to try it? I haven't ever bought anything from Suqqu before. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to just go ahead and I'm just going to buy a little bit of everything. And then I talked myself out of it. So it was on sale. I went ahead and picked it up. This is the jar. This is 1.05 ounces. It has a 12-month shelf life. I got shade 030 or 030. It was really, really hard for me to pick a shade. It really was. You do get a little spatula to dig it out. So we're going to apply that here in just a second. But as I was saying, I haven't tried Suqqu. Everyone raves about it, and I just hadn't done it. And it's like one of those things where I knew that if I bought it, I was going to love it, and I was going to have to get everything. So I hadn't gone down that rabbit hole yet. But Suqqu was included during the sale, so I thought I would go ahead and try. So So I got the foundation, which we will be using today. And then I picked up 2 other products. So this is the Powder Blush Compact in shade 102. They have 2 of these. They have 101 and 102. And I really did go back and forth over which one I wanted. So out of the box, it comes wrapped. There it is in the sleek black packaging. And then you open it up, and here are the shades. I'm really excited to try this. It does look like there is a highlighter in here. So we'll be using that today, and then we'll be kind of playing with these blushes and create a look. I'm really excited. The blush palette and the foundation I've had in my cart for a while. And then I did pick up a eyeshadow palette. I do not believe that this is limited edition. I don't think I got any of the limited edition items, but this is in shade 01. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. This is Designing Color Eyes is what it's listed as. It does have little applicators in here, and then here are the colors. So I thought those were pretty colors. I love it. And on this shade right here, it has Suqqu kind of as a spray over. So we're going to play with all of this today and just kind of create a fun look. So first I'm going to open up this foundation. I'm going to scoot in here. So if it cuts off my head, I apologize. Jar foundations are not my favorite. I'm going to be honest. All right, that's what it looks like. I think that might be a decent color for me. Let's see. Sometimes on your hand it's a little hard to see, but I think that it might work. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scoop up a little bit. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. And then from there, I'll go in with my foundation brush. I'm going to use the BK Beauty 101. And just apply this. I was trying to tell if there was a scent. I know, weird. I'm just making a mess. I was trying to see if there was a scent from the foundation or if it's left over from foundation that's on my brush. And I think it's left over from my brush. I did wipe my brush. I wipe it after every time I use it, but there might have still been some on there. And I used the La Mer foundation, and that has such a strong scent. And that's the scent that I'm smelling, so I think that that's what it is. I don't think this foundation has a scent. All right, so there's the foundation. My first impression is I really like it. I really, really like it. It has a great coverage. The shade really works for me. I really like it. I have to be honest, I wasn't expecting a lot. I just wasn't. I'm just gonna wipe off the jar and put whatever's left on my face. So the only other jar foundation that I have is the Yuushakuyaku Future Skin, and I just don't like it at all. I mean, I wear it as a primer underneath other foundations, but to me, if I want a foundation, I mean, I want coverage, right? I want it to cover my face. So I'm not a big fan of the Yuushakuyaku, and that's kind of what I was expecting this to be like, but it's not. This is beautiful. All right, I'm impressed. I really am. Like it. I like it. I will continue to play with it. I'll update you. But my first impression is I'm impressed. I am going to go in with a little bit of concealer. I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Labs. And this is the Skin Fetish Sublime. And I'm in shade LM9 for light medium 9. This is a great great concealer. It gives the coverage that I want. It's a great color. It's not drying. Sometimes I feel with like fuller coverage concealers, it can really dry out your under eyes. And while I have oily skin, underneath my eyes, I'm actually really dry. So I guess that's part of getting older. I don't know. All right, well, those products worked really well together. I'm gonna go ahead and set my eyes. This is the Pat McGrath under eye powder, and I really, really like it. I'm using a BK Beauty 108, and this is one of my new brushes that I got. But I am really, really loving these brushes so far. Highly recommend. I'm gonna go set my face with powder. I'm still loving the La Prairie Skin Caviar loose powder. I really, really like it. And so you can see I've used it all up. And so now there's no powder in here because I have the, it's sealed, which makes it great for traveling. Love it. So I'm gonna go put on some powder, a little bit of bronzer, and then we'll be back to play with the new face palette and eyeshadow palette. All right, so let's dig in to this palette. It is gorgeous. I love it. So we're just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna take a Chikuhodo. This is the KZ number 4. And I'm gonna go into this bright pink right here. And because I don't know how pigmented it is, I'm not gonna pick up a lot. That's really pretty. I don't know how well it shows up on camera. Oftentimes I have to put a little bit more to show up on camera, but it's very, very pretty. It's like a perfect blush. Oh, I love it. I honestly have been looking at this palette since like Christmas and wanting to get it, just never did. And it really wasn't even that much on sale. I think it was like $62 and normally it was like $69. So it wasn't even like that huge of a savings, but I just wanted it. I don't know. I just want all the blushes, all the bronzers this year. Just give them to me. I just want them all. I'm going to take my Sonia G Inochi Pro. I'm going to go in really lightly to this highlighter because it looks pretty bright. Yeah, look at that. So I think the other two I could probably, these other like shimmers, I could probably use as a highlight too. And this goes on very similar to the new Pat McGrath, which I did a video on and then I deleted it because I didn't like the lighting. Hopefully this turns out good because I'm in the same light situation. So I'm sitting next to the window. I'm not facing it. It's not behind me. It's next to. And so sometimes it makes the lighting shows up really weird. All right, so there's the highlight. I love it. I'm really excited to keep playing with this. It's really, really pretty. All right, and now we're gonna jump into these eyes. Oh, look at those colors. And before I apply them, I'm gonna swatch them real fast. All right, so here are the swatches. We've got the darkest shade, and then the lighter brown, the pink, and then the like champagne, or kind of like ivory, cream ivory. So right off the bat, when I swatch this, it immediately screams Nude Dip. Like that is exactly what Nude Dip looks like. So I am gonna go grab Nude Dip and then swatch Nude Dip next to it and see just how close they are. Okay, so you guys know that Nude Dip is like one of my all-time favorite quads. Here they are. I would say those are extremely close just by looking at them in the pan. So Suqqu, Tom Ford. Tom Ford, Suqqu. So Tom Ford might be a little bit pinkier. Suqqu, Tom Ford. So I think Tom Ford is a little bit cooler. Those shades are pretty close though. All right, so similar, very similar. But that's okay because I mean, that's what I like. That's what I wear. And you know, I buy stuff that I'm going to wear. If I don't think that I'm going to wear it, I'm probably not going to buy it because that's wasteful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some new brushes I picked up. These are the new Wayne Goss brushes. And I'm going to take brush number 5. Let's see, what do we have? We've got brush number 6, 7. Yeah, so I'm going to start with brush number 5. And I'm going to go in right here to this brown shade. And we're going to put that in the crease. I do have on some of the Tom Ford Emotion Proof Eye Primer. All right, so that blended out really pretty. I like it. I'm going to go in with the Wayne Goss number 6. And I'm going to go into that darker shade, the dark brown. And I'm just going to put that in the corner. I'm going to take a rougher number 1 and go into the pink shade. And I'm going to put that on my lower lash. This shade was really powdery. It had a lot of pickup. That is so pretty. Now I'm going to take the Wayne Goss number 7. I'm going to go into this highlight shade and put that in the inner corner. I'm also going to go really lightly underneath the brow bone. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the other eye, put some eyeliner and mascara on, and we will talk about the finished eye look. But that is where we're at right now. All right, so we're back. The eye look is done. I'm going to scoot in here so you can see it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It is not going to replace Nude Dip. And I think when you apply it on the eye, it's very different than Nude Dip. Swatched, I think that they are extremely similar. Looking at them side by side in the pan, I think that they look extremely similar. But I think once you apply them on the eye, they are significantly different. Nude Dip has a lot more shimmer in the shadows than the Suqqu. I think that makes them a lot different, and which is good. which is good because now I have both. I really, really like the Suqqu formula. I thought that it went on really easily. It blended really, really well. The colors look fabulous together. I knew this was going to happen. Like, I knew that as soon as I tried the brand, I was going to love it and I'd want everything. So that's a dilemma for me, but I am over the moon excited. Love it. And I'm loving this this face palette rather. So pretty. It's so pretty. Now I'm so tempted to go back and get the 101 palette. I think this is 102. Yeah, so this is 102. There's another one, 101. And I'm very tempted to go back and get it because I like it so much. So I may have to do that while the sale is still going on. But that is it for today. That was my really quick get ready with me using the new products that I picked up from Selfridges. I love it. I would love to hear from you guys if you guys have tried anything from Suqqu, or is this a brand that is totally new to you? It is not new to me. I've been following and I've been wanting to get it. I just hadn't done it yet. And it just makes it hard because it's not readily available in the United States. But I am loving it and there will be more to come. I'm sure more to come. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys found this video helpful, learned maybe a little bit something about Suqqu. I hope everyone has a great day and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.